Welcome back, fellow Clashers, or if it is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by as we open the mailbag once again and go to hashtag Ask Galadon. Now, if you have a pressing question that just won't wait, be sure to check me out on Camcord. It is a free live streaming app for both Android and iOS users. The URL is right here in the description as well. You can check it out. I stream a couple of times a week. Follow me and you'll never miss a stream, and I answer pretty much any question when I am live streaming on Camcord. This time I took questions from Twitter, and we're going to get started over these replays answering your pressing questions. Now, probably the most frequently asked question in many different forms went something like this: where do you see the future of Clash going, or what are your thoughts about the future of Clash? And when I think about this, I really think about the big game-changing updates that add a significant amount of content. If they can keep that going like they did with Clan Wars and hopefully this year Clan War tournaments, then I definitely could see Clash of Clans surviving years into the future. Just take World of Warcraft as an example. It came out first in 2001, 15 years ago, and as of late last year, there were still over 5 million people paying a monthly fee just to play the game. Our next question comes from Gabe, who asks, were you in any other clans earlier or in the prime of the game? If so, which ones? Well, my first clan that I was ever in was called Anonymous Kings. I was only in that for maybe a month or two before I found Lost Phoenix, and that is it. That is the history of my clan movement. I found Lost Phoenix, was happy with it, and stayed there, and I have been there ever since Town Hall 9. Alright, next up is Ibrahim, who asks, what's your favorite Town Hall in Clash of Clans? I have to go with Town Hall 8. I had so much fun at Town Hall 8. I feel like it has the perfect balance of grindiness, new content. You unlock golems, you unlock P.E.K.K.A.s, but you don't spend forever trying to grind walls. It is a Town Hall that you can get through, and I feel like Town Hall 9, although I've just started, I don't know, it could end up being my favorite. It seems like it's so vast, and just the number of walls you have to grind out, that it might not be quite as much fun as Town Hall 8, but check back with me, you never know. Our next question comes from Jason, and I like this idea. He says, do you think heroes should be able to use their ability on defense, like when they hit a certain percentage of damage? And I've always liked the idea of adding some sort of interactivity to defense. Say, for instance, if you were online, you could actually use your hero's abilities yourself, time it just right, and maybe save a defense or two, but I think it would also have to come in conjunction with the heroes automatically using them if you were offline. Next up, the Skylian asks, why would they add a third air defense at Town Hall 7? And I really have to say, after watching all of Galamom's super easy 3-star dragon wins, I'm sorry, Mom, I know you loved your dragons at Town Hall 7, but I just think that it was a little bit overpowering, and it really took some skill out of the game when you could just dump a bunch of dragons down a couple of lightning spells and walk away with a 3-star win every single time at Town Hall 7. This new twist ought to definitely change up air attacks at Town Halls 7 and 8. David asks, why you so salty? Well, I guess it just comes with age. Next question. Alright, Rob wants to know, when did you realize what this was turning into? Reaction. And I think he's talking about my channel and how it just grew out of nowhere. And let me tell you, it was a gradual thing. Luckily, I was working and I was able to cut down my hours at work as the channel gradually grew and grew. And before I knew it, it was just out of control. I can still remember sitting down with my family and saying, this is crazy. I could see myself having 40 or 50,000 subscribers. I can't even imagine what it would be like to have 50,000. And here we are at 1 million. And again, I have all of you guys to thank, and I thank you guys every single day for making this happen. Okay, Monka has a question, and that is, what are you going to do with all of those used iTunes and Google Play gift cards? He's referring to this picture that I posted on Twitter that shows just a portion of the gift cards that total over 1 million gems that I've given away over the past 2 years, and my plans are to build a replica of Town Hall 12 out of these cards. Just you wait, it'll be amazing. Next up, Jordan asks, hey Galadon, I'm kind of curious why the Eagle is doing 3 times damage to golems but not other tank troops, especially lava hounds. Well, my personal take on this is the fact that golem-based attacks use a lot of golems. You're talking about 4, 5, 6, some people even use 7 golems, where you don't see nearly that many being used in lava hound attacks. Also, you have to remember that Supercell has the ability to look at and break down every single attack that happens in Clash of Clans. I'm sure that they are aggregating millions upon millions of attacks, and they see what attacks are being used most, what attacks are winning, what attacks are losing, what attacks are doing a major amount of damage. So I'm guessing just strictly from a statistical standpoint, yes, strictly from a statistical standpoint, that golems are probably overused, overpowered, and this is the balancing that they think is necessary. We'll just have to wait and see if it does indeed change things up. Next, out of the mailbag is Joey, who asks, is there going to be another ClashCon? If so, when? And I would definitely hope there's going to be another one. In fact, I would expect there to be another one just based upon the success of the first ever ClashCon. And I would also expect it probably to be about a year after the first one, and maybe somewhere a little more accessible to the rest of Clashers is what I'm hoping, rather than back in Finland again. Although that was fun, I would love to see more people to be able to attend the next ClashCon. And here is It's Woody asking if I have any advice for new YouTubers, and I have made a couple of episodes in the past few months, and I still think those bits and pieces of advice that I spoke about in those episodes still apply. Do what you love, make videos about something you enjoy doing, and that passion and enthusiasm will show through to the viewers. And last but certainly not least, I had a lot of questions about Clash Royale. I unfortunately don't know when it is going global and whether or not it is going Android right away. I would certainly hope so. And of course, you guys, as always, can count on this channel to bring you the earliest possible information about when Clash Royale does go global and everybody gets to play it. I am definitely looking forward to that date. And that will do it for this Mailbag Q&A Ask Galadon session. Thank you guys so much for listening. Please let me know if you have other questions. Ask them down below. Ask me on Twitter at GaladonCOC, and we will come back with another Mailbag episode in about a week or so. Until then, don't forget to check out my other episodes. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe for daily Clash of Clans content and Clash Royale. And I hope to see all of you back here again tomorrow for more Full Attacks.
Galadon, what about questions for Peter $17? What about the gym box? That's not right.